Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Akim tuning to these videos. Alright, so the topic of this video is going to be about the famine of the word. Because I have this article that was posted on the 3rd of December, 2019, year of Karagma. It was posted on the blacklistednews.com website, and the title says, Google has 10,000 employees censoring YouTube videos, some of them starting to believe conspiracy theories. As you know, if you've been keeping up with the news, YouTube's about to start deleting videos that they deem are not commercially viable. And they're going to start doing that on December 10th, which is 5 days from right now when I'm making this video. Alright, so the article is really short. But it says YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, I don't know how to say that, tells Leslie Stahl what the video platform is doing about hate speech in an interview Sunday on CBS News Magazine program 60 Minutes. Susan told 60 Minutes that Google employs 10,000 people to focus on controversial content. And you better believe that, a good majority of that 10,000 people are watching videos of Great Millstone. They're also watching, like Edomite stuff, like some KKK, white nationalist, Nazi stuff. But nonetheless, we're the black KKK according to the LCPC, the Southern Poverty Law Center. So they're definitely going to watch our videos and flag them, and we have the evidence of it too, because all of our apostles had their channels taken down for little things, very petty reasons that they got their videos taken down. It's all pertaining to the famine of the word, and this is pretty much. So let me take this off, and now my computer started bugging out. I swear, was I? As I'll just continue on. It says, they employ 10,000 people to focus on controversial content. So they're going around pretty much policing up the YouTube. That's pertaining to prophecy, because that's famine of the word. Because one of the things they're putting off of YouTube are those edifying epistles that our apostles are putting out. From the apostles on down. All the people of Great Millstone are putting up videos. They're flooding YouTube, and so pretty much they had to hire 10,000 people to watch and delete or flag to get deleted videos pertaining to anything that's white nationalist or black Hebrew Israelite videos. So continue on the article. It says she described their schedule, which includes time for therapy. So these people, they have to get brainwashed after they watch these videos. They pretty much have to have a person speak to them and to clear their thoughts. It'll say why once I read down on the article. It says Stahl also said there are reports that the monitors are beginning to buy the conspiracy theories. So these people, these 10,000 employees of YouTube, they're starting to believe these conspiracy theories. Like, namely, one of the conspiracy theory videos that are popular out there is anti-vaccination. So a good majority of these YouTubers are watching countless footage and articles and details and breakdowns on the topic of anti-vaccination, and the majority of them are buying it. It doesn't take that much studying to find out that vaccines are really bad for you. But with YouTube, they how do I say? They basically streamline this information for you, so it's easy to digest. And that's pretty much a big no-no for the elites, pertaining to these prophecies and any other conspiracy theories that are speaking against their actions. So they're buying these conspiracy theories. It says what we really had to do was tighten our enforcement of that to make sure we were catching everything, and we use a combination of people and machines, Susan explained. So Google as a whole has about 10,000 people that are focused on controversial content. Leslie Stahl says, I'm told that it is very stressful to be looking at these questionable videos all the time. and that there's actually counselors to make sure that there are mental problems with the people who are doing this work. Is that true? So they have counselors, so they got probably some Jakes who are working this company. They'll come upon like confusion of face videos, Israelite foreigner videos, and it'll start sparking their ideas that they might be an Israelite foreigner, and then they got to start coming back to their ways of a Hebrew Israelite, or it's just a Jake who's watching videos, realizing that pork is bad for you from all these conspiracy videos, all these GMS videos that they're monitoring. So they have counselors, to pretty much to deny and like mitigate everything that they had just consumed and watched. All right, so Susan says it's a very important area for us. We try to do everything we can to make sure that this is a good work environment. Our reviewers work 5 hours to 8 hours reviewing videos. They have the opportunity to take a break whenever they want. And Leslie says, I also heard that these monitors reviewers sometimes they're beginning to buy the conspiracy theories. And pretty much the precept that comes into my mind is 2 Corinthians 13:8. It says, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Yeah, so here you got the elites, under the guise of Google employees. They hired 10,000 people to start, flagging our videos. And yeah, they are flagging our videos. They're targeting us specifically. But nonetheless, out of those 10,000 employees, they're actually doing the work of the ministry. Because this word has gone out to the four corners of the earth, and then also to that deep dark corner in Google where they hire a bunch of people to actually delete these videos. They're pretty much stirring up the minds of these people all over the place. Like there's no stone unturned. Even in the fortress of the enemy, the people who are deleting these said videos, people are waking up from said videos. And so the elites they're aware of this. They are aware that their employees that are used to combat this truth is being woken up from this truth. So pretty much they're gonna have to start taking down YouTube altogether. Making it some commercially viable thing that they're speaking about. In 5 days. So this is Jeremiah 5:14. It says, wherefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. So the men of the Lord. So we have the best weapon out here right now is pretty much this word, because this word is taking down this stronghold of Edomite supremacy, brick by brick. And also, I put a little sticky note here. It says there's a time to speak and a time not to speak. Because pretty soon that famine of the word is happening. Because pretty much Google is going to succeed in flagging their videos, but also they're going to succeed. Well, the Lord is going to succeed in waking up who He needs to wake up. The elect has to be sealed. Whether it was by working at Google or actually walking by one of the camps in the streets. So the men of the Lord who are deemed for salvation are going to be deemed for salvation. So this is Isaiah 55:6. It says, seek ye the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. So those people who pretty much are getting stirred up from all these conspiracy videos, some of them are just getting marked for judgment. But then some of them, I'm not going to say if there's an exact number of an elect member working at Google, but let's say there was, a member of the elect, he's going to stumble upon these videos during his shift. Then he's going to have to actually, inquire about these things. So once he finds out about these things, he's going to have to follow through and seek the Lord while he may be found, because if he's watching these videos, he has to be aware about the famine of the word prophecy that we always speak about. And this is a precept. This is Amos 5:18. It says, "Woe unto you that..." Oh, sorry, this isn't it. Sorry about that. Clicked the wrong one. believe it's Amos 8. Yeah, talking about that. So I go to that one a lot. So went there via the history. Alright, so this is Amos 8 and 11. It says, Behold, the days cometh, saith the Lord Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So that's why it always says in the precepts to seek the Lord while he may be found. It's because there's actually a time frame where you can actually, work in this ministry and be slated for salvation. So that famine of the word is going to hit. It's going to be hard for people to go out there and seek the Lord pretty much. Like, this is the time to do it. Right now, when we have leisure, it's December 5th, 2019, but on the 10th, it's going to be a lot harder to do that because that river is starting to drain. That river of truth. So this article I have right here, it says a viral video of a Chinese man interrogating reminds the West of the horrors of Chinese social credit system. They got the picture here of a Moabite. He's bolted up to this chair. I'm just going to read a little bit of this article. It says, a video of China featuring a man handcuffed to a metal chair and being interrogated for criticizing the Chinese police on social media is now making the rounds. After being drilled for complaining about the police on QQ and WeChat, the Chinese individual is then questioned about his screen name as well as the online activity in the WeChat group. It says, why did you complain about the police on Q and WeChat? Asked the Chinese policeman, and the individual fastened to a metal chair says, why did you talk about the traffic police online? What's wrong with police confiscating motorcycles? Why did you badmouth the police? Do you hate the police? So pretty much this scenario is going to be over here in the West. It's not just in China where this is going to happen, and mainly it's gonna persecute the men of the Lord. So this precept right here is going back on the famine of the word. It says, Ezekiel 3 and 25, it says, But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. And I will speak, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. And so this sticky note that I put over here is just, there's a time to speak, and there's a time not to speak. Because the Heavenly Father is the person who's putting the Spirit in us to speak in the first place, and He's going to be the person to take that spirit of speaking out of us. Once pretty much the elect is sealed, and pretty much the elect is 9 times out of 10 it's sealed. You can speak to a lot of people, and their opinion on it's very the elect is already sealed, or the elect is almost sealed. It's not we got to work a lot for the elect to be sealed. It's the elect is almost already sealed. Alright, so this is Revelation 2 and 10. It says, Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prisons, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So not just because we're gonna stop speaking. They're gonna let's say on YouTube, it's no more camp videos at all. Like, as soon as they get uploaded, they get deleted. We're still going to speak on the prophecies until the Heavenly Father makes it so that we don't. But we're going to suffer that persecution for being those guys on the streets. So this is Matthew 5 and 10. It says, Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And this is more pertaining to how we're going to be persecuted for speaking. But we're not going to be speaking very soon. So that's the end of this video. I'll give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and Shalom Akim.